hate shopping and you also hate wearing the same thing twice when you go out for parties or functions, this is the video for you, especially if you are over 40. My name is Diane. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel where I'm just sharing a collective of my life experiences in fitness, health, and everything in between. If you are a returning subscriber, hello. I love you, and if you're not subscribed yet, of course, I would love it if you would. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit eclectic. You're in my closet. Okay, we're getting today. Now, I'm in fitness, and I'm in leggings 99.999% of the time. And so when it comes to shopping for normal people clothes, it's really challenging for me. I'm really not up on trends and sort of what is cool and all the things. And about 6-7 months ago, I decided that I needed to get my act together. We were getting ready to go to some event. I was looking at the clothes that I had. And quite frankly, some of this stuff, you guys, like this closet looks like there's a lot going on, but let me be real with you. Like, I've had this dress for probably 10 years. I've worn it once. Am I ever going to wear it again? Probably not. But it makes me feel like I have things. And so therefore it stays. And oftentimes I look at my stuff and I'm like, I don't want to wear that. I already wore that. And I know this is so first world problems, but what I was finding is that I'm busy. We're all busy, and I hate shopping. If I get into the store, it has to be like the sun, the moon, and the stars align for me to want to shop. And usually that means I need to get some kind of cold brew to then coax me through the process, because I don't genuinely love to shop. And like I said, I know this closet may seem like that's not a true statement, but trust me when I say that most of what I have in my closet is old and it's dated, okay? This dress is a friend of mine's that she let me borrow, and it's super cute, and I just put it on for this so I wasn't blending in with the background too much, because most of what I have as far as going out outfits are all black, dark colors, you know? And so I'm like, I need to pop a little bit. And I believe this is an Amazon dress, and it's definitely serving the look of hotness. So I'll see if I can find the link, and I'll also put it in the description below. So let's go back to me trying to find what to wear for an event. And I thought, you know, there's gotta be a better way. And so I started searching for services that offered rentals, right? Like where you could rent clothes. And I know that sounds really weird, but basically the way that it works, it's kind of like, for those of you in your 40s, remember Netflix? It's like the Netflix of clothes, right? So they send it to you, you wear it, you shove it in a bag, and they pick it up and they take it back. And that to me was absolutely phenomenal, because one, I don't have to go shopping and spend hours looking for things. Two, most of the time when I buy things, and you might feel the same way, if you do, let me know, because I want to make sure I'm not alone here, but I want something fun. Sometimes I want something that's a little bit different, right? Like my friends and I are all guilty of meeting up for dinner, and we're all wearing some version of the same outfit, right? The same black dress, just gussied up in different ways, or we're all wearing like jeans and a black bodysuit. And it's time for the boss bitch to level the F up. So I found several services. And of course, I like to think of myself as a researcher, AKA I also have ADD. And so for me, I can go down a rabbit hole when I'm caffeinated and medicated. And that was the day I found Rent the Runway. Now, I'm not sponsored by Rent the Runway. I have a link. It gives you 40% off your first month, and then it gives me a free spot in my shipments, which we'll get to in a little bit. So nonetheless, it'd be awesome if you use the link. If not, zero worries. Like I said, this is just me giving an honest opinion, and I wanted to share this because, listen, we're over 40 and we're hot, and we need to be dressing like that, right? Like, I want to take advantage of the fact that I have a body that I work very hard for, and And I want to dress it in a way that makes me feel confident and poised and sexy when I go out for events with my girlfriends, when my boyfriend is in town, whatever we're doing. And I live in Vegas now, you guys. And so when I moved here, I thought I'm going to be putting myself out in terms of meeting people and networking, and also getting in touch more with the community here of like business events and women's events. And I'm going to share some photos with you here of some of the dresses that I've rented up until this point. I'm pretty sure I got a photo in just about everything that I ended up enjoying that got sent to me. And so I'll share those photos with you here so you can kind of see. Okay. Now, and just for reference, before I start trying these on, I'm 5'4.5". I'm about 150 to 153 pounds. And so when you see me in these dresses, just you get kind of an idea of how this looks on my frame. Now, I am broader up top and I have large boobies. Okay, they're double B's. So that combination makes it very challenging for me to find normal people clothes, because most of the time they create them for women who are a little more petite up top and bigger on the bottom, because that is most of the population. That is generally the shape of most women's bodies. So my struggle, and if this is you, I would love to know, because, you know, I've been lifting weights for most of my adult life, is that I have built a lot of width here, okay? Coming from figure competitions, it's not going away anytime soon. And then when you add the girls, then it makes it even more challenging. So with that, when I get my shipments, I generally expect that I'm probably not going to have a perfect match with every single thing that I get. Now, I will say I have been pleasantly surprised. There have only been probably about 4 things that I've actually had to send back. So let's get to the outfits, because I'll sit here and talk to y'all forever. All right, so the first one I have actually already worn. All right, now the subscription that I have allows me to get 10 outfits per month. Now, the way that it works is they'll send you 5, and then once you send some back or all of them back, then they send you another batch. Now, I'm going to be honest, I am not keeping up with that demand because I don't go out a ton. Hey, introvert problems. But I'm getting there. It's getting better. So with that in mind, I would suggest, if you decide to do something like this, that you try to plan it according to what you have going on in your social calendar. Now, if you are a corporate baddie where you have to get dressed up for work and you're spending loads of money on slacks and different blouses and dresses for work and things, girl logic says this is the way to go. Like, I wish sometimes that I had a corporate job where I could dress like a bad bitch, because some of the outfits that they have on this website, I'm like, damn. If I was in a high rise sitting behind a desk in a corporate office, I would be wearing some power outfits. So let me just tell you, girl, run and sprint to this site because they have so much. Now, they also have purses. I have rented purses. I don't think I have any photos of them. They don't have a ton, but they do have some great ones, which I love because I'm not a designer handbag kind of girl, and they have other accessories like jewelry and stuff too. So I saw this dress, and I will go ahead, we'll insert a photo here of the model wearing this dress, okay? Now, I will say, most of the models don't look like me. So how I get around this when I look at something and I think, I like that, but I certainly don't look like I'm 5'9" and 112 pounds, is I look at the reviews. And that is the best part. That is going to be your ticket to figuring out if something is going to work for you. Okay, I'm going to put this on and I'm going to show you what it looks like.
A few moments later.
Okay, so this I've already worn. I'm going to put a picture here of me in the outfit. I styled it with a jean jacket simply because this is, you know, it's strapless, and y'all know how that goes. You're pulling it up, and I just wanted a little cover up just to kind of keep it a little more put together, so I wasn't, you know, doing this all day. This is an Ashley Park strapless floral dress, and this retails at $295. Okay, I don't know about you, but I probably would not spend $300 on this dress if I had to go just department store, because it's kind of trendy, right? It's not something that's classic, and I probably wear it once and it would sit for 10 years like this frock. Okay, so I styled it. I just wore some simple wedges. I'm working on my shoe game. Okay, come for me, but it's great. It's stretchy, like do squats if I had to. This I will say, when I was walking, it doesn't ride up, which is super important. And so I want to give you just some keys on like the fit as well. I wore this to a Vegas brunch and I got a lot of compliments on it. It was super fun, very flirty, and I definitely think it's very flattering, hugs your body in all the right places. I particularly like a print because one area that I'm always self-conscious about is my midsection, and if it's too tight and it's one color, usually like it just sticks out, and you can just kind of see that, and it's not my favorite. But it's really, it's really cute, it's fun for the summer, it's super flirty, and I love it. All right, so this is the Ashley Park strapless floral. Okay, dress number 2. You guys, I'm a sucker for animal print, all right? It's the Peggy Bundy in me. I just can't not buy animal print. Can you guys see these? I'm not wearing them with this dress because that would be way overkill. But my friends were like, "You're ratchet. I can't believe you bought these shoes." And I have yet to wear them, but I think I might wear them with one of the black dresses that I got from Rent The Runway because it'll just be like a nice little pop of a pattern to break up the black dress. This is Great Jones. I'm going to show you what the model looks like here. Look at the photo. And this is Great Jones. It is a leopard knit sheath. This material is fantastic. It's very stretchy. It's got this fun little ruffle at the bottom. It hugs again in all the right places. The booty be popping. That I can actually give you a little butt wink in that one. This one is valued at $300. Okay, again, it's trendy. It's animal print. I might decide that in 5 years I don't like animal print, and I probably will still love it, but just saying. So with that, this one is a great like date night dress, a night out with your girls. You can boogie in it, you can twerk in it. Like, it's not going anywhere, right? I don't have a bra on. This is a 10 out of 10 in terms of functionality, fit, style, all the things. I absolutely adore these black lines right here. So it's like a piece of fabric. I'll come a little bit closer so you can kind of get an idea. And again, like I was saying, I like a print because it just sort of camouflages any sort of, little areas that you might be concerned about being in a tight dress, So something I would probably add to this is like I love gold. So I'd probably add some like gold bangle bracelets. This would be great with, a nice black heel, and it's for a very cute, fun night, and I love it. Bear with me for a second. So I live solo, okay, here in Vegas. And so one of the challenges is getting dressed with anything that has a zipper because girls got mobility issues from all the years of lifting and I can't reach. So I came up with this random hack, and if you have a better one, please let me know. But I essentially attached a shoestring to a paper clip, and let's see if I can do it. It's worked most times, but watch this be the one time. This zipper was kind of did. Okay, now we just got to get that off. Okay, we did it. I love figuring out little hacks. Okay, so this one is called the Rocco Sand is the brand. I don't know why I hold my boobs. It's like a comfort thing. And it is the black lace dress. Now, this one is valued at $436 on the Rent The Runway site. And again, your girl, she's not spending $400 on a dress. It's just not happening. I would much rather spend $400 on workout wear, preferably from Bombshell. They should sponsor me already. Okay, let's put a photo of the model wearing this dress. Now, this hugs right underneath your breasts and pushes and brings them in. Now, this could possibly be a knit slip, so you might want to take the girls in, but I actually feel pretty good. So like if I was gonna break it down, I could totally break it down and like nothing's falling out. I know y'all needed that. You needed that. This is a super fun date night dress, I think, or a night out with your girls where you want to get the digits from somebody or have your drinks paid for. I'm not speaking from experience, I promise. But I think I feel like it needs like a boss bitch heel with like a gold trim stiletto. Let's see. Let's have this moment together. I've yet to wear this dress. And listen, if you have been to Vegas on the Strip or wherever, you be knowing like, you don't want to walk around in these heels, okay? Now, I have an advantage because I live here. So I can leave a backup pair of shoes in my car and get the idea, right? Like, this is super fun and cute. Okay, really great. I don't know if you can see the lace. I'll get a little bit closer, but it's got this like really feminine lace vibe to it. And it's great because, you know, if you eat some food, it masks it all. Okay, next dress coming at you. All right, you guys, this one, she's a situation. I can't zipper it. Let's see if this works. This is the second time I've rented this dress, but the first time, oh, is she gonna make it? The first time was too small. And the second time is right now. When you get something that is too small, the thing that I love about Rent The Runway is they have excellent customer service. Okay, so I got this dress, I think it was one of the first times I had rented from them, and I fell in love with this dress. We'll put how the model looks in it right here. I have not worn it yet, but it was way too small. There was no way I was gonna zipper it. And let me just tell you, right now, she fits like a glove. So it's, I mean, I could brief, but it's tight. Like there's no shaking the butt in this thing. Really, like this is the dancing you're gonna be doing it. It's gonna be right here. It's gonna be like close feet together. So this is valued at $178. Okay, again, back to my point. I'm not gonna spend $200 on an animal print dress, but I do love, especially as like a athletic bodied human, I do like this like more square neckline. The fabric is not necessarily my favorite. It's not super forgiving. In fact, it's just, there's like really no stretch to it at all. So I think this is why it was challenging for me to find the right size initially. So one tip I will give you for sizing is on the app, once you're ordering, it will tell you if an item is true to size, if it generally runs big, if it runs small, and they do that by the users giving feedback. So one of the great things about Rent The Runway is that you can look at photos of other women who have worn anything that you're interested in renting. And that's typically how I make my decisions. I look at the dress, that's the first step. Obviously, I look at what the model looks like in it. Then I look at the ratings, and I'm always trying to rent something that has 4 or more stars. I like to look for something that is over 4 stars. And then what I'll do is I will go into the ratings and the reviews, and I will look at the photos. So once you rent some things and you return them, and then once you log back into the app, they will ask you, how was your experience? Let others know how this fit or what you liked or what you didn't like. And that is fantastic. Now, try to find women that look like you. And what I mean by that is they have a similar body style, because in the reviews, it will say Diane Flores, height, weight, bust, and that's optional. You don't have to disclose that stuff, and you don't have to leave reviews, but it is incredibly helpful. So what I will do is I will try to find women who are in relative weight ranges and also who have similar features. So who have dark hair, a little bit darker skin, I mean, olive tone skin, to see what that outfit looks like against their skin. And it also is really cool because I will see how other people style their outfit. So you'll see like what kind of shoes they wear with it, if they have a jacket or a purse. So I like to take photos of the entire ensemble to sort of help in the review phase. Okay, so we have one dress left.
A few moments later.
This is the final one in my haul. And this one, look at that, is so freaking cute. This is, the brand I believe is Haney, and the style is the Rosalind dress, okay? We're gonna put the model right here. Love this one. Now, instantly when I put it on, there is like a silk liner, and that feels just fabulous as you slip it on. And this one is valued at $890. You heard me, 890 bones is this dress. Would I ever spend that? Abso-freaking-lutely not. And that's why I love the fact that I can wear something that looks very chic and very designer and also classic, but not shell out the actual retail price for something of this nature. Now, this one has like a nice, I don't know, someone please tell me what kind of neckline this is, but I like it. I feel like it's very flattering. It brings the eye line in towards your midsection and just kind of carves out a nice hourglass shape. And it's loose enough that it is not like a glove, but there's some movement in there and like it passes the torque test. So, you know, without anything falling out, hopefully. And this would be a fantastic dress for like a fancier date night, more of like an upscale feel. Like if I was going to go have a cocktail at like a really nice bar or lounge or something, this would be fantastic. Now, as far as the value, like if I was going to go to, I don't know, Nordstrom's and look for a LBD, a little black dress. Personally, I think that this is worth the actual spot in my haul that I get every single month because it is fabulous. Let's see, the back is just, it zips all the way back. It's like a hint of sexy, right? It's form-fitting. You have this on the side, and then you can pair it with like a nice, again, very sexy heel, which I'm not gonna, you know, put you guys through that one more time. Let's do the sit test. I didn't do that in the other dresses, but sit like a lady. The legs. It's fabulous. You just have to tea. Okay, so I'm going to go through some pros and cons of using a service like Rent The Runway. Okay, now this is absolutely girl logic when I tell you that paying, I believe my subscription is $144 a month. I don't think that that's a bad deal, quite frankly. If you are going out often, if you don't want to buy new outfits often, if you are a corporate girly or you have an office job and you're constantly spending money on your wardrobe, this is a fantastic investment so you aren't just junking up your closet and keeping things because of the sunk cost fallacy, right? So I'm going to start to get rid of some of my things in my closet, and I might do a, I don't know if I want to put this out there, try on everything in my closet video, and then you guys tell me what the hell to get rid of, because I don't know what's cool. Like I I rented these dresses because I thought like, okay, they look great or whatever, and there's absolutely zero commitment. I can return them, zero obligation. You can buy them, honestly, too, if you find something that you love and you would love to add as a staple in your closet. They give you an option to purchase, and it's at a much lower rate than the actual retail cost of the item. So that's also another fantastic perk. Now, another pro to this service is the shipping is incredibly fast. So if I have an event, let's say next weekend, today's Wednesday, if I scheduled a pickup for these items and I already had the next batch of items that I wanted to wear, I'll probably get them by Monday, right? We have to factor in the weekend and whatnot, but I probably get them by Monday, if not Saturday of this week. So it's very fast. And it is super hassle-free. It is all on an app. It lands at my door when I'm done wearing the items. Let me show you. It's how easy this is. When you're done wearing your items, they give you this gigantic bag. It has a zipper here, and then on the inside, there is a pouch, and it has the return label, okay? And the return label, it hides in the pouch, and then once you're ready, you just peel it off, and you stick it on this side of the bag, okay? And then that is how this whole transaction goes down. You don't have to speak to a human. You don't have to look at a human. You don't have to drive to the store, park your car, walk in, stand in the line, return your shit, get back in your car and drive home. Absolutely not. I mentioned earlier about their customer service. Their customer service is fantastic, but sometimes even I don't want to sit and sift through the site because there is so much on there, which is fantastic, right? I'm not complaining. But they have an option for you to use their concierge. So what I will do is they're always texting you, like just reminding you, or if you need them, it's really great. I love it. And you can actually let them know, hey, I have a baby shower I'm going to, or I have a wedding I'm going to. These are the theme colors of the wedding. Can you please help me find something that is short, that has ruffles, that is sleeveless? You can give them specifics. It is a real life human that is helping you. I think. It seems incredibly human, right? They're actually asking you logical questions. They tell you their name, and they'll go in and curate a list of options for you. And all you do is pop into the app, and it'll say, I think it says like RTR recommendations, and there's like a little folder where you can have favorites, and it's in there. And once you go in there, guess what? They have curated oftentimes well over 20 different options for you to choose from in terms of the parameters you give them. So that is fantastic. I don't want to say it's almost like having a stylist, because they don't know what you look like, but it is having someone that can just sit through the site quickly, find what you need, put it in a little favorites file, and then you can just pick from there. Now, let's go into some of the cons, which I don't have many, but I will say that the one thing that I feel like is the most challenging when it comes to utilizing this service is that when you get your outfits, so for example, I get 5 outfits at a time. Now, let's say that I wear 2 of those outfits, and I want to return those 2 because I want to replenish with 2 more. That counts as one of your swapping times per month. You can only, at least at the time of this recording right now, I am on the 5 outfits twice. So that's 10 outfits per month, but you can only switch it out twice. So if I return those 2 outfits, that counts as one of my swaps. So I will only then be able to get 2 new outfits. And then when I'm ready to return the other outfits, that will then also count as another one of my swaps. So that is the challenging part. So that was a little hard for me to navigate at first because it's a little confusing. And so what I did was I just made sure that according to my billing date and when my swaps were happening, I just made sure that I tried to wear everything within that time frame. So that way, when it was time to return my items, I was returning all 5 of them at once, and then I could get 5 more replenished. So it does take a little bit of patience and Jenga with figuring it out and really just making sure that you're utilizing it to the best of your actual package's potential, right? So if you have that option to do that, it's very, very important that you try to work it around your swap dates and all that fun stuff. Now, the other thing that I didn't mention is another reason why I absolutely love this is you're not going to always love everything that you get. That's normal, right? It's like when you go to a department store and you take a bunch of stuff into the fitting room and then you try it all on and you end up hating like 90% of it. I will say that I feel personally that this is such a great time saver, because if you are very methodical, like I mentioned earlier in the video, about how you select your outfits, you look at the photos, you look at the reviews, you look at how it fits and what they recommend, if it fits true to size or if it runs big. If you pay attention to those things, you can nail it most of the time. And then it just comes down to whether or not you actually like it once you get it and if it feels flattering on your actual physique, right? So one thing I will say is I have had many times where I get a shipment in and like the green dress that I had on, I had my heart set on wearing that to an event and it did not fit. There was no way. That bitch was not zipping. So I immediately texted and I said, hey, I got my shipment. The green dress, I think it's a constant stress, didn't fit. Is there any way I can get a spot opened up so I can replace it? And they are fantastic about that. It has worked every time I've ever needed that. If I got something that was way too small, once I got an outfit that it had a little bit of a smoke odor to it, and I immediately was like, this outfit smells like smoke, not a problem. They opened up a spot. If you ever are in a bind and you need to maybe like pause your membership or whatever, they're always super flexible about that. So really, really great customer service. Can't speak to that enough. All right, now let's just run through a quick recap. Love it, love it, love it. You get to try new trends. You get to try things maybe you wouldn't try normally and play around with your style, which is super fun, especially if you are known for wearing the same things all the time, right? Like, yes, I had 2 black dresses in this shipment, but most of the outfits I have not been just plain black dresses. I wore a beautiful green long dress. We'll add some photos, of the outfits that I've worn from Rent The Runway. But every time I wear one of the outfits, I get so much feedback and compliments from other women, like, I love your dress, oh my gosh, it's amazing, where'd you get it? And then I have to explain it to them, and I'm like, I rented it, and it just feels like kind of silly, but I don't fucking care. Because guess what? It's my wallet. And I appreciate the fact that I can then invest in other things that I would prefer to have, like accessories, shoes, workout clothes. You have eliminated the risk of buying things that you won't wear again, which is fantastic. Eliminated the risk of buying things that you won't wear again, which is fantastic. You get access to high-end pieces that you maybe would never have shelled out the cash for on your own, which is so fun. It's probably one of the most fun things for me. And the shipping is super quick. Like, can't complain about that. And the customer service, again, has been fantastic. Just some last recap of the tips. Make sure you look at the ratings and reviews to make sure that it does have some positive feedback from other users who have indeed rented those items. I typically will not rent anything that has less than 20 reviews. That is my own set point of reviews that I feel like, okay, 20 people have reviewed this outfit. There's probably enough data for it to be somewhat accurate. And that's what I take as far as looking at reviews. Pay attention to the accessories, shoes, jackets, all of the fun things that some of these other users are posting in their reviews and their photos. And also look at some of the other reviews and make sure that their features are similar to yours if you want to see exactly how an outfit will look up against your skin and maybe your physique as well. Take advantage of their text services. If you decide to go through with Rent The Runway, again, their concierge service is impeccable. They do a fantastic job. You will not be disappointed. All right, you guys, that is it. And that was so much fun. Hopefully this helped you in making a decision as to whether or not a rental service would be something you're interested in. I'm not quite sure. I know there's some other services out there. I did look at them as I was trying to decide which one I wanted to go with. But I will say the reason that I went with Rent The Runway is because I had seen a fellow influencer on Instagram, and every video that she did, her outfits were so cute. And I just remember being captivated by her presence. Like, she seemed very confident. She's a business influencer. And I was like reading her comments because there was a really cute pink dress that she had on. And I was like, where did she get this dress? Super cute. And she actually mentioned in a separate video how she rents her clothes through Rent The Runway. And I thought, okay, I'm going to take a look. And she actually didn't even use her referral code or any of that stuff. So it was just purely organic, which is exactly what I'm doing here. If you feel compelled to use the link in my description, of course, that'd be fantastic. You'll get a little discount. I'll get another extra spot, which I probably won't use, let's be real, because I ain't going out that much these days. But it is a win-win for both of us. So if you enjoyed this video, it would be super helpful if you just even gave it a thumbs up or you left a comment and tell me what you thought. If you hated it, if you hated the outfits, I don't care, but I still would love to know. And then offer up any fashion advice if you feel like this is an area that you have expertise in. I would love to know. All right, you guys, this was super fun. If you would like more like this, please let me know. And every time I get a new batch, I can show you what I get. And then you guys can have some visuals as to what might work for you. Okay? See you next time.